everybody, and welcome to race 2 of the Las Vegas doubleheader, the end of round number 10 at the midpoint of the season in Season 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series here back at Las Vegas for another 67 laps to finish out the Las Vegas round and to hit the halfway point of our season. And, oh, fun. Now, if you don't know how this works, if you don't know how the doubleheader works, at the end of the first race, we reverse the grid, and that is the starting order for your second race. So on pole position today is going to be Dan Bartlett. This would technically be his first pole position of his career in that 86 car, and he's surrounded by some interesting faces, but Bartlett, now he's got a chance of a lifetime. We'll see if he can hang on to get a win. Alongside Roman Rahal, your Pensacola pole sitter, starting on the front row in a Maverick GP car. That is a big thing when you're in reverse order. There's only a few rank A's that end up at the front, and he is one of them. Watch out for Roman Rahal. On row 2, you got Bobby Jones for Red Stallion Racing. Red Stallion's all got a pretty decent qualifying today, and looking for an actual good result to get him out of last in points, and this will be the day to do it. Bobby Jones starting in third, alongside DJ Curtis in the Monarch number 88 car. Monarch recently announced that they were moving back to Ford next season instead of going to BMW, which was the original plan. So they're all getting prepared to head back into Ford Mustangs. So, DJ Curtis starting on row 2, trying to solidify his ride to stay with Ford, stay at Monarch next season. On row 3, you got Hans Windhelm, another rank A up here near the front. And Hans Windhelm has had a great season so far. He's currently sits, I believe, third in points, third or fourth in points. I believe actually it's fourth. Fourth in points. He's been up here all along this season. He's looking to get another good result today to keep himself going. This is the way to do it, starting row 3 after that bad result back in the first race. Alongside Jeffrey Finguy for Monarch Motorsports. We kept Kellogg's through the trade, which pretty unconventional to trade sponsors. It would just depend on if it's the driver sponsor itself. But Jeffrey Finguy had a great qualifying in the first one and dropped off and just ended up near the rear. But now he's qualifying back at the front. See if with this crowd of people, can he hold on? On row 4, you got Dak Jovic. You're now second in points behind points leader John Arndt. But Jovic has a massive advantage in position over Arndt. So it comes down to how well Arndt can drag through this field. Dak Jovic starting on row 4. Alongside Ryan Monaco in his now second start at this team, trying to score his first points with the team. In that 35 car, his Interstate Batteries number 35 car for Roush Racing Enterprises. And on row 5, you got Vince Freeze for Hood Huddleston Stu Cole Racing. And Freeze has been in some slight talks about getting better rides next season or mid-season, but right now he still just sticks to HHSR and is still looking to be a pretty strong competitor for Rookie of the Season. And that's alongside Gatlin Downey, who, ever since he was traded over, just has not had a good season at all. This has been a dismal season for Gatlin Downey, and he's looking to turn it around today, try to get his momentum back on track, but as it seems right now, he's on a downhill streak. Got a minute left to introduce some drivers, so we'll look at some drive back here. Paul Jackson's pretty high up with the person he traded with in rank A. Right beside him, William Duncan. These two looking very strong this weekend. Jackson looked very strong, and so did Duncan. They were especially strong on the pit stops. They had nice pit crews. It's just they ended up not having enough speed to jump to the front. So this time, they're near the front. We'll see if they can capitalize on that today. You got people like Carlson, Shepard. Shepard's still not fully over that injury of his. Anderson, who's leaving Fitzwater, Australia at the end of the season. It was announced a few days ago that the Ford alliance between RRE and SAR, Chuck Allison and Roush Racing, would be splitting up, and they have split up going forward. So now there's really no alliance there, which now there's talk about Roush Racing taking back Dak Jovic next season. Look at the back. There is your race 1 winner and they're the little people who accompanied him as he battled them off for the win. Vincent, Paulson, Arndt, Benyako, Aran, Irvine, Rowe, Griffin, all these people back here. They were at the front. They were dominating the first one. We'll see how quick it'll be until we see at least one of them hop back to the front. But as we roll out of pit lane, it's this number 86 car. Alright, sorry about that. We had a little bit of an issue on the start, and we're looking through the field one more time. Come on. Everyone good to go? Looks to be so. Give me a rhyme there. So, in his first pole position that was handed to him, Dan Bartlett will lead it back. We'll lead it to the green flag one more time at Las Vegas. Green flag in the air in Vegas. Great start by your inside line. No one did. Okay. Yep, no one did. We're good. Dan Bartlett out of 2. It's Bartlett and Jones now battling. Roman Rahal did not get the start he wanted. Bartlett trying to hold it on the outside of Jones. Can he hold it and keep the lead? Yes, he will, with help from Roman Rahal. Great work by Bartlett. Bartlett will lead your first lap. It's Bartlett. Jones now. Windhelm. Rahal and Jovic are battling. Ryan Monaco got a win ripped away from him, I believe, 2 races ago. Well, back at your last round, but 2 races ago. And it's all because he dumped Fitzwater. But now he's back today trying to get redemption for that. There is his old team on his outside. It's Curtis and Finn Guy. But Ryan Monaco with help from Downey, maybe help. Looks like he'll keep the help for now. Oh, Jones battling with Bartlett, but Bartlett's going to keep it again. Bartlett get a lead lap 3. Fast lap on track. Bartlett. Nope. There goes a few positions. That's Benyako. Oh yeah, let's go looking back at some of your people near the rear. Just see where they ended up. Looks like Benyako's been making up position, and Fitzwater's been losing it. Benyako's been making up a few positions. So maybe Benyako will get the overall here today. Skyla's been making up positions though. Skyla's been on a roll, as she's now down the inside of Vance Caldwell. I believe these two already battled once before back in the first race, and now they're battling again because they're near the rear again. Paul Jackson just stuck on the outside. This is what happened back in Pikes Peak. Got trapped on that outside and just could not find his way low. This is exactly what happened to him. Well, now we know how many pit stops there are. 2 pit stops today. Probably should have got a drink before this. Mouth is already running a little dry. But damn. It's still Dan Bartlett, and it's still Bobby Jones, your top 2, but it's Dak Jovic coming down the inside of Jones. This is for second. We kind of expected Jovic and Windhelm to do this. They're so high up, and they're so fast this season. Got help from the 35 Orion Monaco, though. Once again, where is Vincent? He's climbing with help from, was going to be help from Paulson, but Paulson not there anymore. After Stucol got down his inside. Stucol, not bad. Irvine being passed up by Vincent. But where is Johnson? Johnson's gone. Johnson's getting past Louison now. Already trying to get up in the top 20, it looks. Looks like they're still just 24th and 25th, though. Yeah, 24th, battling for 23rd with Louison. Very good performance out of Skylar Johnson so far today. We'll see if she can keep it up as the race goes on. We head back to the front. Is it still Bartlett? No, it's Jovic. Dak Jovic has the points lead. Not the point. Well, yeah, the points lead. Yeah, he has the points lead right now, technically speaking. Because Arndt's way far back. There's no contest there. No contest. Right now, Dak Jovic has the lead of the race and the points lead. as we go into lap 10. Ryan Monaco pushed by Roman Rahal. Not going to get there on Windhelm. Now, this is a rivalry that's brewed all season long, and now they're top 2 in Vegas. This should get interesting. The one who doesn't want this is the driver of the 05 car. This is John Arndt, trying to battle with Laughter Stucol. This is what happens when you're at the tail end of the pack. You just have so much trouble here. But Rowe proved you can get back up. Oh, Fitzwater, Australia. Looks like Fitzwater hit the wall. That's what happened. Windhelm, now right on the back of Jovic. This is a battle we've all wanted to see this season. The old man versus the German. Then it's back to Roman Rahal and Ryan Monaco. First pit stop already on its way. It's already going to be happening soon. Lap 27, 12 laps. Hans Windhelm just kind of stalking Dak Jovic. Not really making a move at this time. Maybe he just doesn't feel rushed. Maybe he knows Jovic has a bad pit crew from last race and is just waiting for that to kick in. Ugh. Then again, he has one too. Duncan in the 5th position. Good job out of Duncan so far. Bartlett has hung on to a top 10 so far as Finn Guy has moved up into the 7th position. Now Halleck and Jackson are on the outside, but they're still together. That's what I'm saying. They're acting like teammates here. Jackson went with Halleck, even though that was the unpreferred line. I think Jackson will slip low when he gets the chance, though, and I think Halleck will try to follow. And I think this is where it happens. Is Jackson going to stick with Halleck, or is he going to go low and wait for Halleck? He's going to go low and wait for Halleck. I think he's just... No, now he's going to go wide again. No, he's... I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to... Oh, okay. So Halleck just made a move I don't think Jackson expected him to make, and that's to get actually clear of Scott and down on the inside of Jones. Now he doesn't have his teammate, but look through. There's Skylar Johnson. 22nd. Where is Adam Vincent? Your last race winner still stuck at this tail end of the field with people like Oran, with people like Griffin. I don't see Benyako. Where's Benyako? Oh, nice job, Benyako. Benyako battling for the 16th position. He's now the highest person up, who was at the tail end. And I think he would have the overall as of now. The overall doesn't matter that much. You don't get any prize for it, but it's just something nice to focus on. It just focuses on who's been the strongest this weekend. It looks like Benyako is trying to prove that it's him. He's down the inside of Downey, and he's going to get him. Oh, Roman Rahal's got the lead. We weren't even focused on the leaders anymore. Roman Rahal now your leader over Dak Jovic, William Duncan, and then Hans Windhelm. So Roman Rahal now has the lead. Rahal has not won a race since... Jeez. Season 2? I think Season 2 was the last time he won a race. That's a long time ago. But he's still known as one of the strongest out here. He is right now, if I'm correct, your points leader in the Panasonic Light Series. He's just someone everyone is watching out for when he comes back up into Elites next season, which is almost confirmed. Like, come on, he's Roman Rahal. But now he's got Dak Jovic down his inside, and Windhelm gonna go with him. And that only leaves Duncan as the only choice is to go with his former teammate. Back when Duncan was at Maverick. Can he shut the door? No, Jovic late braking, gonna give him the spot. Ryan Monaco back up here. Now right behind Windhelm, just gonna draft with him. That's a good idea. Halleck getting in this battle now. Finn Guy, Anderson, Roush, Scott. I don't see Jackson. Jackson without his teammates seems to be falling off. His former teammates coming up. He could get help from Angel. Maybe. There's Benyako up in the top 15 now. Very impressive. Wow, Vincent is just kind of screwed right now. And Fitzwater got into that wall and he's done. Roman Rahal back down the inside for the lead. On Jovic. It's 2 big points contenders versus a part-timer. And this is just fun. As Roman Rahal, easy dive bomb, and Ryan, that was not an easy dive bomb. Barely caught the rear quarter panel of Windhelm. Gonna interrupt those two from drafting for now. Gonna side draft him a little bit. Oh, we got pit takers. It's lap 27 already. God, this is going quick. So who was the first in? Roman Rahal was. So Roman Rahal, the first one to come down pit lane, your leader last time around. Now he's got to worry about these people behind overtaking him in the pits. So he's got to have a good pit stop. Again, you can either have a really good pit or a really bad pit. Either that or you could just stick right in the middle, where a lot of people seem to have gone. But we've also seen people call 2 tires, which usually ends up in the last stop and not the first stop. So I don't really expect it to happen in the first stop. No. Nah, that's too early for that. Oh, can Windhelm beat him? Windhelm trying to beat the 83? No. He got him. Windhelm, your leader. So as they exit pit lane now, here comes the second pack into the pits. We're looking for your leader who was at the time the 66 of William Duncan. Yep. And Duncan gets out of the pits first, as expected. Had a Finn guy, Scott, and oh no. Oh no. It's Arn again. There's that pack of 3, who we all kind of expected to do this. Out of the pits, can Duncan beat Rahal? Close? No. So it's Rahal back to the lead. I think people still in the pits, but we'll see if they can beat him out. Right now it's Rahal and Windhelm battling for the lead. Hans Windhelm already battled for a win with a Maverick earlier this season, but that was with Alexander Rowe. He won that battle. Now Jovic gonna go down the inside of Roman Rahal, and he'll take second. And now Jovic gonna try to dispose of the 51. I did see someone back there. That's Anderson. Good pit out of Anderson's gonna land in behind Roush. And Jackson down the inside of Scott. Finally gets down the inside of Scott. And he's gonna go down the inside of Ryan Monaco with him, and possibly down the inside of Anderson. No, he's gonna stick with Anderson for now. Gonna use him as a pick to get past the others. So Jackson made up a few positions as well. Keep an eye on Jackson as this race goes on. Wow, impressive pit stop out of Griffin as well. He was one of the people who definitely benefited from that pit cycle. Johnson, no, it's not Johnson who gained a few. No, Johnson gains a few spots. It's just Benyaka lost a few as well. Big, no, I was about to say big benefit from Fitzwater, but no, Fitzwater a lap down now. Alec lost some spots. Unfortunate. Vincent didn't really lose much. Carlson lost some spots, and he has some rear end damage. So does Thompson. There's been some contact between him and pit lane, but now it's Windhelm, Jovic, Rahal, Duncan, Roush, Finn Guy, Anderson, Ryan Monaco, Paul Jackson, and Philip Scott rounding out your top 10. John Arndt already close to his points contenders with him, his rivals. But they're 1 and 2 right now. But they've reached Stephen Thompson, and they're not going to get through him. Not easily. Watch out Roman Rahal. Oh, Rahal. Gonna give a little tap to him. Now they're all slow. Thompson. This is not what Jovic wanted him to do. Jovic wanted him to let him through. Now he's gonna let him through. That really helps Arndt get close to his points rivals. His championship rivals, and especially Windhelm, that he's dropping back still. Oh, there goes Anderson. There goes Ryan. Now they're back stuck. This whole pack is. Jackson gonna have to drop to the tail end of this pack, but he didn't lose much time compared to Hans Windhelm. If they'll decide to make the move, why aren't they? Okay, that was stupid. But now it's William Duncan who has the lead over Scott Roush. Looks like it's gonna be Roman Rahal and Jovic dropping back now. Aren't closing up. Oh boy. Oh no, now this pack is all in this. Thompson, there's no blue flags, but if you start holding up the leaders too much, there is a penalty in store eventually, and I think Thompson's already done this once before back in season, I want to say season 3 in the finale with Jackson. I don't know what he has against Jackson, but Jackson held up again by Thompson, going to cost him a lot of spots. Look up at the front. Yeah, it's now Duncan and Roush battling for the lead. Rahal has grabbed the third position as Anderson. We mentioned it last race. He's already won here in the past. He's won here twice. Can he make it 3 times? The only person ever win at Las Vegas 3 different occasions. If he can do it. Brock going for win number 10. We're still waiting for that. It's gonna happen eventually. It's gotta happen. Benyako and Windhelm and Jackson and Johnson seem to be working together. Never mind. I was gonna say they seem to be working together fairly well, and that went to garbage immediately. But Jackson's gonna get back anyway because he's Paul Jackson, and yellow flag is in the air. That's caution. What happened? Teammate troubles as they would be coming into turn 1, and Caldwell would just come in a little too hot, a little too much of a dive bomb, and that's the risk of taking a dive bomb, and he takes out his own teammate. Not sure if there will be a penalty in store for slight heart attack. Don't worry about it. We're good. Don't know how we're good, but we're good. Might be a slight penalty in turn for Caldwell, but since it's his teammate and a part-timer, it may only be like a 5-point penalty and not even a strike. I'm not even sure what they're going to do with Caldwell. Probably not even much. But cautions, because of that, caution is out. And that'll tighten up this pack real good. So if they come in now, they could make it to the end. And that's a little risky still. But they gotta try it. And they will. It's Roush gonna lead him in. Anyone staying out? Anyone gonna risk that? No. No one gonna risk that. Everyone's in. Alright, this is, if I'm correct, our first caution of Las Vegas. So, how's this one gonna go? Roush in the pits. We expect 4 tires and fuel because people are gonna try to go to the end on this run. No doubt about that. We gotta go 4 tires and fuel, and yeah, everyone seems to be cooperating on that one. Joe Carlson letting him through. So can Roush make it out of pit lane first? Jovic gonna slip in behind. Anderson gonna try. Rahal. Rahal's gonna beat Jovic. That's second. Jovic third. Anderson fourth. Looks like Halleck maybe got fifth from Art. Not sure. Monaco, Brock, Griffin, Benyako. We're gonna have to figure out this order in just a moment. We'll be back. All right. So, here we are. Thompson and Fitzwater. Thompson's going to be an issue. But it's Roush, Rahal, Jovic Anderson, Halleck Arndt, Ryan Monaco, William Brock, Ryan Griffin, and Alex Benyako mounting at your top 10. Jackson's still up here. Paulson gained a ton of spots on that pit cycle. Like, a ton. Back to the end. Where is the 42? Did I miss it? Yes, 30th. Vincent's still not having a good run. Now we should be focused on the 05. The 05 is already closed up to the 6 car. Point lead's pretty much his. But it comes down to what this 26 does. At this point, he's trapped on the inside. He's got to take the inside turn 1 in. How will that affect this pack? But it'll be Scott Roush leading it back to the green flag here in Las Vegas. Green flag back in the air. It's a great start by both Roush and Rahal, but Jovic does not have a good start. And Art gets around the lap car. That is not what Jovic wanted. Not at all. Nowhere near it. Oh, don't wreck. Oh, don't wreck. Oh, don't wreck. I'm scared. I am really scared about a wreck here. Just look at Thompson. Oh, no. Oh, and look at these people. Some of the people who were very strong today. Benyako, Jackson, Griffin. All these people really could have had a good day, and now this is happening. That's unfortunate. Biswick back at the front. It's Roush, Jovic, Rahal, and then a three-way battle between Halleck, Fitzwater, and Art. Halleck and Art have had some history between them. This will be the last season they could have history because Halleck's retiring at the end of the season. The three-way battle's heating up. Here comes Roman Rahal down the inside of Scott Roush for the lead. We think we can go to the end, but it might not happen. We might see some last-second pit stops, which could be troublesome, to say the least. Roman Rahal, now your leader over Dak Jovic. Oh, Jovic tried. He tried that move, but it didn't work. Now Ryan Monaco, Roush's teammate, proving he can run with these guys. That last race was just a fluke, and he's proven it. Closes up on Dak Jovic. It looks like he's going to go right down the inside. Ryan Monaco, like I said, almost got a win at Pikes Peak and was only taken away from him because of a penalty. And now he's up into P2. Look at the run that the Roush racing cars have. And now Thompson's going to play a factor. Roush down the inside. Rahal going to get low, and he's going to go down. Oh, and there goes Art past Jovic. That's the move. That solidifies Art's points lead. Ryan going to try. Oh, Thompson. There's definitely some tension there. But now Jovic being held up. Jovic's got to be angry on the radio telling Thompson to get out of the way. They're teammates here, and they're battling as a lap car. Still stuck as Jovic drops. Oh, Dak Jovic's championship is falling apart because of his teammate. There goes Jones. There goes Downey. Oh, this is terrible. There goes Rowe. There goes Caldwell. This is what happened to Jackson. Does he got it this time? Nope. That's Duncan gonna push him wide. There's contact. Jovic way up on the high side, but that's actually gonna help him. Jovic finally gets clear, but it's a little too late. It's a little too late. 17th. Great day out of Skylar Johnson. Gonna solidify another top 10. That would be her 4th top 10 in a row, and it's her 4th start at this team. What else can I say? This is an absolutely amazing hot streak she's on right now. They need to start making some ground on that 38, or Roush is going to be walking into his 3rd career win. Rahal having to deal with the Fitzwater Australia of Anderson. And Anderson wants a chance at this win. Probably more than anyone, he wants to become a 3-time winner at this track. He'd be the first of its kind to be a 3-time winner at Las Vegas. But Art down the inside for 3rd. Art, do you have enough time? You got some ground to cover. But if anyone could do it, it's the driver of the 05. John Art, this, again, we're looking at this topic. 7th career win for John Art to tie with the person right behind him now, Max Anderson. Scott down the inside to join his teammate. Teammates are hooking up. You don't want to see 2 Scott Ganassi's hook up. They're going to come straight after you. Rahal, though, looks like he's making up some ground. Yeah, he is. Rahal is making up ground on the 38. That battling, if anything, is just going to drag these two right into it. Roman Rahal down the inside once again. It's these two battling for this lead. Roman Rahal versus Scott Roush, but this time it is, oh my, 4 laps to go for Scott Roush. Do they need to pit? That is a huge question. Is pitting going to be an issue? They pit exactly on the delta, and that's an issue. Oh, Thompson's not an issue this time. Not this time, says Roush. But now, Arndt is getting closer and closer. 3 laps to go for Roush, and Rahal is so close. Turns 1 and 2. Arndt closes further. Arndt now in third. Very, very close. He's on the back. Down the inside of Rahal. Uh-oh, John Arndt. There's not much time, though. You don't have much time. He needs to go. This is deja vu for Arndt. This is pretty much the exact same situation. He's dealing with the cushion. Oh, but this time it might be different than last time. Rahal isn't Jones. He's not a pushover. He's Roman Rahal. There's no pit takers. White flag in the air for Scott Roush. Rahal, you're going to need one hell of a run through 1 and 2. And then you're going to need to get him right down the inside in 3 and 4. I don't think it's happening. I think it's too late. It is. It's too late. Into the last corner. Holding off 2 people. And he's just going to get it done. Scott Roush wins in Las Vegas. 3rd career win. And Roush Racing Enterprises brings home a win. And it's their 2nd of the season. First Shepherd at the opener, and then ending the American Tour. Scott Roush brings home his 3rd career win. Rahal will bring 2nd, Arndt 3rd, gonna keep his points lead. Scott in 4th, Anderson 5th, Paulson 6th, Ryan Monaco in 7th, Iran in 8th. Another good performance out of Iran. A great performance out of Skylar Johnson. 4th top 10 in a row and 9th. And it'll be Bobby Jones rounding out your top 10. Great job, Jones. Held on to the top 15 all day long and is going to bring home a top 10 for the Red Stallion crew. Roush had so much to deal with. He had so much to hold off in those last few laps between Rahal closing in very, very quickly, and so was Arndt, and he was able to keep it under control, keep himself calm, and bring home a win. Oh, Roush Racing Enterprises, he's got to be very happy about getting that win, the team owner. And he's pretty high up in points, too. That's going to help his points contention, but congratulations to Scott Roush. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Scott Roush taking home career win number 3, Roman Rahal, the part-timer, bringing home 2nd. That's a very solid result for the part-time championship and could accelerate him up the order. Arndt will take 3rd, Scott in 4th, Anderson in 5th, Paulson in 6th, Ryan Monaco 7th, Iran 8th, Johnson 9th, and Jones 10th. We already know that. We look down, Gatlin Downey 15th, a good result out of Gatlin Downey, and Red Stallion will finish it out with a 10th, 15th, and 18th. A very good job out of that whole team going forward in the season. There could be some nice momentum and some nice confidence throughout that team. But Jovic had a chance at the lead, had a chance at the win, but his own teammate was his downfall. His own teammate, that 26, did a lot of damage to this pack, and I wouldn't doubt at all if the stewards are going to have a talk with him before the day is out about a possible penalty. Because that was a little sketchy, the way he was holding some people up. But it did end up giving Roush his 3rd career win. Jackson ends up getting back in the points by the end of the race. It was a close call, but he was able to make it. Thing guy had a suspension issue. That's just unlucky. 2 scoring out of the points for Jeffrey Finguy at Monarch. Does not seem like it's going to be a very good rest of the season for him. But he could turn it around. You never know. But Jackson's still going to score some points at the end of the day. Bartlett, your pole sitter, ends up 23rd as your highest rookie today. The rookie winner was Jimmy Perez. So congratulations, Perez. Is 16th place. Nothing to scoff about. That is a great result for HHSR and that 64 crew. They got to be very happy about that result. So congratulations to Scott Roush. Let's go look at your points position after we finished up Las Vegas. And we're going into the Royale next. That should be fun. Let's go look at your points position. Alright, so as we look at your points position, as expected, John Arndt leads the points now, 46 points up on Dak Jovic. Then Scott Roush is actually taking the third position, 7 positions gained from his last, from the last points time we saw him in the points. Now up to third, only 74 points back from John Arndt. Roush is right back in where he was last season, right in the heat of things. Windhelm stays right where he was before, right in fourth, 85 points back. Paulson gains 2 positions, moves himself up into 5th. Halleck has now dropped out of contention to take the points lead within the next race at Falcon Hill. So he sticks in 6th, 119 points back. You need to be 112 points or less. Here we go down the list. Skylar Johnson, her 4th top 5, or not top 5, her 4th top 10 in a row is just absolutely incredible. Something you don't see very often out of a newly traded driver. She got used to that car real quick. Jackson's lost some positions. Malcher's lost some positions. Irvine lost some. But overall, it's not too bad for them. They still hang around the end of the top 10. Still about 150 points back for each of them. They still have some chance in this championship, definitely. Especially don't count out Jackson. You never count Paul Jackson out of this. I looked down through the pack. Ryan Monaco gained 4 positions in his second ride with the team. A great result overall for him. And he is 1 point behind Carson Bowers. Bowers has gained a lot of position lately. Bowers up to 14th now. Or was he up? Yeah, I think so. He just gained 4 positions as well, along with, seems to be Alexander Rowe. So, yeah, they're gaining position. Philip Scott gained 5, moved up to 18th. He seems to be on his way back up. Pericles lost 5, though. He's still kind of shaky right now. He still has some progress to make. Oh, it's definitely possible. He's Nick Pericles. Anderson gained 9 position, got himself out of that hole he was in. He's up to 23rd now. Finguy lost 4 more position. Now he's tied with Dan Bartlett. Your current rookie of the year, with Jimmy Perez not from behind. Surprisingly enough, Jimmy Perez beating out Vince Freeze. It's not something anyone expected at the start of the season to happen, but he is. Jimmy Perez turning a lot of heads right now. Definitely. He's doing a lot for his team, and HHSR's got to be proud. Look back. Last in points, Bobby Jones. Gained some points. Didn't gain position, but he definitely gained some points. He was like 100 points behind before. Now he's only 23. So he gained a ton of points on Lorenzo Log. Lorenzo Log having an absolutely terrible season along with Fitzwater. They've got to really kick it in and do something. We know Fitzwater has the speed. He's just got to tap into it. Then we'll look at your part-time. Right now it is, I need to do some calculations, but from mental math here, I would say that it is currently still Jay Durrell who holds it with his 67 divided by 1, making it 67. Because you have, even though Roman Rahal is at 155, you'd have to divide that by 4. That's losing a lot. It's definitely losing a lot. So Roman Rahal still has some work to do to catch up to Jay Durrell. But yeah, Dan Luisen still 3 races now, 24 points. He's pretty much out of this part-time championship. Was looked down at your constructors. Some things have changed. Scott Ganassi has overtaken both Maverick and Shock Allison and has taken your constructors' points lead, which is pretty expected. Just John Art's now on the points lead. As Roush Racing starting to gain position back, starting to get back to momentum, got past full frontal, and is now looking at Clever Haas to possibly overtake them. But it's a tight battle from 1st to 7th, really. Really tough battle. Fitzwater Australia trying to bring it back up to B. They've gotten ahead of the ranked C's, and now it's just up to them to push it back through up to B. It's possible. It's definitely possible. We're only at the halfway point of the season, and they are so close to being back up. They just need to get there. But, God. We can go look at your overall, because obviously we always love to do that. John Hart has your overall, 177 points total gained in that. That was just an absolutely great performance out of John Hart. Goes with a 3rd and a 3rd, with an average finish of 3. So, overall good race. Cordell Paulson, 168 points, very close. He was very close to John Hart, but Cordell Paulson takes 2nd in the overall. Gerard Aran in 3rd, with a 5th and an 8th, is going to be good enough to take 3rd in the overall. Roush, with a 1 and a 20, is still going to earn him 4th. Skylar Johnson. Then you got Rowe, Anderson, Scott, Benyako, and Vincent running out your top 10 on the overall. Let's just check out your worst. It's Jeffrey Finguy, the only person not to score a point. That's unfortunate to say the least. But now they have some work to do, because everyone's got to get prepared for the Royale. There's some talk about regulation changes coming after this race, and a lot of people are excited. A lot of people got to get a move on. So, congratulations to Scott Roush. Gets a win, his 3rd of his career, and now is up to 3rd in points. John Hart takes the points lead after an amazing result in both Vegas races. And next time we will see you at the Royale, the Sunoco Royale, for our 5th time. We'll have to see if Max Anderson can defend. People who are locked in on points have been confirmed as well. We could talk about it. Dak Jovic, Cordell Paulson, Skylar Johnson, Vance Caldwell, and Kieran Malcher are locked in. Paul Jackson will not lock himself in. That is unfortunate. He's going to have to lock himself in through the heats. Benoit Ravine, though, is locked in. Surprisingly enough. But yeah. Royale coming up next. We got the people locked in. We got some Royale cars already made. I'll have to import that into NR and get those ready to go. And we will be able to start on the Royale. Get the heats done. So, the first thing that'll come next, though, is that regulation change voting. Only I know what that's going to be, so you'll have to wait for that. So, again, congratulations, Scott Roush. Congratulations, John Hart. We will see you all at Homestead Miami Speedway. For the final time, we will have the Royale hosted at Homestead. And until then, guys, ciao.